Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sarala. Welcome to Millet Magic. If there is something which deserves to be called a superfood, it is raw jackfruit. The benefits of eating raw jackfruit are many. It's a good source of protein and is rich in fiber, minerals, and vitamins, especially vitamin C, which helps to boost your immunity. It has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties as well. It helps to reduce cholesterol and is thus good for your heart. It also reduces diabetes. It is said that the texture of raw jackfruit is similar to that of non-veg and it can be used as a replacement for those who are attempting to stop eating meat. The best thing about raw jackfruit is that it is so versatile and it tastes good in biryanis, pulavs, curries, sambar and can even be made into kebab. And that's exactly what we will be making today. Raw jackfruit kebab using millets. Before we get into the actual kebab recipe, since many people may not know how to use raw jackfruit, let's see how it should be cut and prepared. In our house, it's usually Appa who does the initial cutting of the raw jackfruit. You can see how the sticky milk oozes out when cut. So you can apply some oil on the knife and on the insides of the vessel you use to cook it. It needs to be cut first into thick rings and then you need to carefully remove the green skin from each of the rings one by one. Place the rings inside fresh water. Repeat the process of removing the outer green skin for each of the rings. And once all the rings are ready, pressure cook them with a pinch of turmeric for 2 to 3 whistles. After they have cooled down, take the rings out and remove the central core. This part is not edible. Then cut the remaining into medium-sized pieces. The raw jackfruit is now ready to be used and can be stored like this for up to 10 days in the fridge. And now for the other ingredients you'll need to make the kebab. 1 cup of fine millet rava. The rava needs to be very fine, almost like a coarse flour. You can use millet flour as well, but the kebabs are slightly more crispy when made with fine rava. Here I am using the rava of barnyard millet, but you could use the rava of any of the 5 positive millets. About 1 tablespoon of gram flour or besan, an inch of ginger, 5 to 6 pods of garlic, 15 to 20 mint leaves, a little coriander, 1 to 2 green chilies, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half to 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and some fresh lemon. The first step is to make the ginger garlic into a paste. I chose to use a mortar and pestle to hand pound them. Next, into the same mortar and pestle, add in the green chili, the mint leaves and the coriander and pound them. You do not need a fine paste. A coarse one will do. Now into a bowl, add in the millet rava. It is optional to lightly roast the rava beforehand. Now into the bowl, add in the besan. Add in half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and half a teaspoon of red chili powder. You can always add in more if you want the kebab to be spicy. But keep in mind that we're also going to be using green chilies. Next, add in the ground ginger garlic paste and the paste of pudina, coriander and the green chilies. Add some salt to taste and then mix all the ingredients well together. Then add in water little by little to make a thick paste. We do not want to make a watery batter. We need a thick paste so that it coats the jackfruit pieces well. So be very careful while adding in the water. I have used Guntur red chilies which are spicy but do not give much color for making my chili powder. If you want your kebabs to look more red in color, you could use the varieties of red chilies which impart more color. But make sure that you avoid all kinds of chemical food colors since they are highly injurious to health. Then add in the cut pieces of cooked raw jackfruit. The proportions mentioned in this recipe are sufficient for about 20 to 25 pieces of jackfruit. Mix everything well together and set aside for 4 hours. This will be the time required for the millet rava to soak and also for the jackfruit pieces to marinate. After a few hours, the rava might absorb some water, and if you feel that it is becoming too dry, you can sprinkle some water. After 4 hours of marination, heat some oil for deep frying. Coconut oil and safflower oil are the ideal oils for deep frying since they have a high smoke point. Here I am using coconut oil. Once the oil is well heated, start dropping in the marinated pieces of raw jackfruit, making sure that they are well coated on all sides. Fry on a medium flame until they turn golden brown. This should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Repeat the same in batches until all the jackfruit pieces have been deep fried. Kebabs are no longer unhealthy when they are made from raw jackfruit, coated with millets and deep fried in bull-driven Ghani oils. Enjoy these homemade healthy kebabs with a dash of lemon and with a pudina chutney on the side. They are crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. If you have never tried raw jackfruit yet, it's high time you do because it's so healthy and it's so tasty. While you try out this mouth-watering recipe, we'll be back soon with another millet recipe which also uses raw jackfruit. Until then, happy cooking!